Hey, Abbott, what time is it?
It's time for the Abbott and Costello Show. We're on the air for ABC here in Hollywood.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go with the Abbott and Costello Show.
Well, Costello, Sam Shovel, you're really killing the people. What case have you chosen for your Sam Shovel story tonight?
Well, it's a case I worked on in the Sahara Desert. I call it The Two Dirty Bedouins, or It's Time to Change the Sheiks.
Well, that's an old case, Costello. Haven't you got one more up to date?
Well, my latest case. I call it the case of the telephone operator who died dancing, or sorry, wrong Rhumba.
All right, let's go on with the case.
Yes, I'm Sam Shovel, private detective. It's been a slow day with the detective business. I'm sitting here in my little office listening to my favorite radio program.
Calling Dr. Brand, surgery. Calling Dr. Brand, surgery. Calling Joyce Jordan, girl intern.
They never can find those two. There's more going on in that hospital than just operations. I turn off the radio. I listen to the wind howling on the outside.
You all partner? You all partner?
It's a southwestern wind. I decided to check up on some of my latest cases. Here's the one of the baby that was gypped. When I found him, he was wearing half a diaper. Somebody had shortchanged him. I think I'll relax. I feel like a smoke. That reminds me, I read in the paper this morning where most of the doctors who switched to camels are now back driving automobiles. I gaze out the window in the office across the street. I see Mamie, the stenographer. What a girl. I took her to dinner last night. She eats like a bird. She always orders worms. It's about time for my pal, Lieutenant Abbott of the Homicide Squad, to show up. Last week, when the Red Cross asked for blood donors, Lieutenant Abbott was the first to volunteer. He gave his blood the hard way. The hard way. He cut his throat. Every time I think of Lieutenant Abbott, I think of his bow-legged wife. Brother, is she bow-legged. When Mrs. Abbott sits around the house, she really sits around the house.
Hello, Sam Shovel. I've come over to tell you that Martin, the murderous midget, is on the loose again.
Martin, the murderous midget, the toughest midget in the world, known to the police as public enemy number 1/2.
Yes, Sam. If I catch up with Martin the midget, it's goodbye to his racket.
Lieutenant Abbott ain't kidding. He's a great racket buster. He's busted 15 rackets already this year, and if he don't stop busting them at the Beverly Hills Tennis Club, they won't let him play there anymore.
Sam, I got troubles with my own. I'm thinking of divorcing my wife. Last night I decided I can't stand her cooking.
Lieutenant Abbott, you've been married to that woman for 30 years. How come you just decided you can't stand her cooking?
Until last night. We always ate out. However, let's forget my problems.
I will. Let's forget it and parley and forget your jokes, too.
Sam, how's the detective business going? Any new cases?
Yes, I'm on the trail of a woman criminal. Show off Susie. If I catch her, she'll go to the chair. I can't stand that dame. She's always showing off. Last week she started bragging again. She wanted to show everybody that her husband has brains.
You can't arrest a woman for showing that her husband had brains.
By shooting the top of his head off?
Forget about show-off, Susie, Sam. You're in for some real trouble. Dora the Dip escaped from prison this morning.
Dora the Dip, the most beautiful woman criminal I ever met. What a temper she had. The first time I saw her, she was beating her second husband over the head. She kept beating her second husband over the head.
What was she beating him with?
Her first husband. Dora the Dip, she was mad about me. It was on account that she threw her second husband over. All I had to say was, Dora, I want to see you tonight. No matter what man she was with, she'd throw him over. On account of that, they put her in jail.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't put a woman in jail for throwing men over.
Over the Pasadena Bridge?
Sam, I heard that Dora was arrested while working as a clerk in a department store. She was jailed for taking money out of the cash register.
That's a lie, Lieutenant. She never took any money out of the cash register.
I'm glad to hear that.
She never put any money in the cash register.
Ah, there you are, Sam Shovel.
That was Dora the Dip, and she looked more beautiful than ever.
Sam,
Yes?
I'm gonna kill you.
I don't doubt it.
She's only bluffing, Sam.
You sent me to prison. You took me away from my family.
Yeah.
My 5 children by my first husband.
Yeah.
My 7 children by my second husband.
She's still bluffing you, Sam.
She may be bluffing, but it sounds to me like she's got a full house.
Sam, on account of you, I spent 10 years in prison. 10 years locked up with 1,000 women. Do you know what it means to be alone for 10 years with 1,000 women?
No, but I'd give anything to find out.
It must have been terrible in prison, Dora.
Lieutenant Abbott, you don't know what I went through. All day long I had to pose with my twin sister for pictures for prison magazine ads.
What did the ad say?
Which twin has the crime wave? But now I'm free, Sam Shovel, and I'm going to make you suffer as I've suffered. Sam,
Yes?
part of me died in that prison.
Don't worry, Dora. With what you got left, you can do plenty of living.
Dora, you haven't changed a bit. I thought prison would straighten you out.
If they straighten her out, she could sue them for every cent they got.
Sam Shovel, in spite of what you did to me, I'm still mad about you.
You are?
Yes, Sam. You're different from any man I ever met. Now you tell me the same.
Okay. You're different from any man I've ever met.
Sam, you sent me to prison and made a monkey out of me. Now I'm going to get even. I'm going to give you a kiss that'll make a monkey out of you. Come here.
Sam Shovel, speak to me. Where are you, Sam?
Up on a chandelier. Don't stand there. Toss me a banana and a bag of peanuts.
There's a curtain call coming up, folks.
Well, Costello, you sure worked hard tonight.
Yep, but you know my motto. Hard work never hurt anybody. That's what I keep telling the people that do my work.
Well, you should thank... You should thank the people that do your work.
I'm going to do that right now, Abbott.
That's
First,
well.
I want to thank our writing staff, headed by Eddie Foreman, with Paul Conlon, Pat Costello, Martin Ragaway, and Len Stern.
Wait a minute. And our band leader, Matty Melnick.
You're right. And let's not forget our producer, Charles Vander.
Good night, folks.
Good night to everybody in Patterson. Good night.
Listen each Thursday night at this time for another great Abbott and Costello show, produced and transcribed in Hollywood.